Okay, so the key is you need to dry off the meat as much as possible so that way it will sear properly. If the meat is kind of wet, you won't get a good sear. So what you gotta do is cut these little guys, take that meat, and as you can see, without a sear, it looks pretty, not that appetizing. So you guys gotta dry it off as much as possible. That was one of my first mistakes. When I have the first piece of meat I made with the sous vide, not drying off the meat. And yeah, the sear wasn't that good. So dry these guys off. Okay, you hit it with some salt and pepper. And you want to use kosher salt because it's nice and thick for beef, which is what you want. Salt and pepper and get all the sides. Don't be shy because beef can handle a lot of salt and pepper. And that's all you ever want to use for beef is just salt and pepper, nothing else. This grill is as hot as it can get. What are we at?
625.
So that is, yeah, the grill has been on that long. I mean, it's been on for like about a half hour, and I have the cast iron skillet in there. With the cast iron skillet is dry. Nothing's, no oil, no butter is on there. And what you want to do is place your meat directly on there. And let that sear for like maybe a minute or two each side. Cut. So yeah, you might want to grab a glove because this grill and that cast iron skillet is so hot you can't even stick your hand above it for too long. But anyways, you might want to put a little pressure on the meat just so you get a good contact between the meat and the cast iron skillet. Presses that you can use to press the meat. And one of these days I'll get one. But yeah, see, look at that. See that sear now? That's what you want. That's what you're going for. And these are the filet mignons Grammy got us from Omaha Steak. And what's good about that, they're already vacuum sealed. So before putting them in the sous vide, you don't have to do anything. Right from the freezer into the sous vide. After they're in the sous vide for about 2.5 to 3 hours, right from frozen. And you don't want to shut the grill while you're doing this because then you're starting to cook the meat again, which is not what you want. It's already at the temperature we wanted it at, which was like 129.5. We're just looking for that sear on the outside. And since these are filet mignons, which they're so thick, you can kind of sear all the sides if you want. That's what I'm going to do. Try to see if I can stand them up. And even with this glove, it is hot. So this next step is not something that is needed, but something that I've kind of grown accustomed to doing when I'm cooking steak is basting it with some butter, which I know it adds calories, but it makes it taste better. So I got this pan of butter and garlic and rosemary, and we're just gonna stick the steaks in there. Let's kill this. Give these guys a little better with this stuff. Okay, cut. And the last step, you don't have to do this again, but like I said, you can't never have too much salt and pepper with beef. I go ahead and hit it with some more salt and pepper right on top there. Boom, voila. Filet mignon, sous vide, seared on a cast iron skillet.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. So since there's three, I pulled out 3 filet mignons, and there's 2 of us. We're gonna have 1.5 each. So let's just cut into one and show you what the doneness looks like. Yep, look at that. Perfectly same temperature all throughout. Oh, wait a minute.